Good morning. This is Pixie. I'm doing another video. Don't need them. I'll probably do a meditation. Now, it might seem a bit boring because I'll just be meditating, but if you're meditating along with me, then it makes more sense. But then when I come out of it, I'll prompt you to come out of it as well. What's the other things I wanted to talk about quickly? Just the Book of Enoch's very interesting, especially for a kind of alien astronaut or sort of thesis on it, because it talks about things like from heaven and all these other things. It definitely suggests that the angels are a bunch of aliens in some way. How they fit in to the whole structure of stuff, who knows? And stuff they might be mastered things like consciousness and other things at different levels. And there's other stuff like them being bound and punished. This is when they slept with the fallen angels. And it's suggesting that Noah is I think Noah is from an angel bloodline. So basically the human bloodlines are tainted with alien DNA. That's what's basically saying in there. I'll have to listen to everything, the transcripts, but they're interesting, and also their versions of the earlier one of the Sumerian. So Zachariah Sitchin work. I haven't really read his work. I didn't know if he was just trying to bigging it up a bit, but I think definitely there's strong ties there, strong connections, which also suggests about the model of where humans evolved and developed and moved and migrated would be different as well. So there might be questions why they're not here now. Well, it's I don't know. It's much more complicated because I guess this planet was decimated with a giant flood. We just left after that because it was kind of sacrilegious to this particular group that that's such a thing of like this mixed race, or that somebody who come here as an observer got involved. It's like a classic Star Trek series, but instead they started breeding with the local population and doing things. And they may have done genetically altered beings so they could do work. There may have been giants created so they could do heavy manual work and stuff like that, but it all went sideways when I guess they revolted. And then there's also the crafts, different crafts and skills that we were taught. Now, on a more spiritual side of things, it may be that I I might look at the names of these angels, especially ones that are condemned, and try to meditate on them. So they may be sealed in some way. They might be if from an alien perspective, they might be sealed in a kind of special chamber, like cryo chamber or something. Something that's happened to them, were destroyed, they were just sort of punished in some way. So there's more to it, which is more interesting. Right, I should have set an alarm for this, but we'll go ahead and do a meditation. So I come from this system called Heartful meditation I use, and basically the intention is when you go into meditating is that because you focus on something, you don't drift off to sleep, you keep yourself in the present. And so you just focus on the heart, and because the heart doesn't really deal with the mindfulness stuff, like you're not going to think things through or suggest relax or suggest. It's not really about relaxing, but relaxing comes anyway when you concentrate on something and just phasing out things. I mean, you can use other techniques to get you there, but you don't need music, you don't need anything like that, and that's what's confusing for some people that come from different, I guess, arms or schools or branches of meditation, what that actually means. But yeah, just focus because it's like a divine source you're in the heart. It's one of the first things that starts when you're before your brain's developed, your heart. Because if you ain't got that set up, nothing else can be. No system can also be built on it. So by training that and improving that system here, it influences the rest of the body. But as you progress as a student, you realise. I mean, first of all, I went there with the opinion of relaxing and dealing with some emotional turmoils and issues and traumas. Past that though, once that went, and then I found myself as a sort of like sense of emptiness, like the void, but I could see that kind of divine light as well. And then I noticed that my nervous system was developing, and maybe my emotional responses are different. So, and then I can kind of sense where it is. So I tend to follow the sensation. A bit like something pressed against your chest. If you pressed it for a little bit and it pulled away, you could still sense where the fingertips were touching. It's kind of like that, so it's focusing on that area. But I'm also trying to expand that and work into other chakra systems. The third eye tends to come on like I said, there's like a pressure there, and it's not because there's a mindfulness. I mean, when I started out doing meditation, it did have mindfulness elements to it, and a lot of it involved focusing the mind, and these sorts of things. So it's trying to see things that are in your mind or to project into other dimensions almost. So that's kind of this third eye side of things, spiritual side. But you just have to interpret it with the mind. But however, this is only one point of loads around your head and other things related to your body. So what I do is we go in, you just focus on a divine light in your heart. You rest, and just as your mind, if it drifts into other things, you can go through the motions of thinking things like what you're going to do later on today, what was this dream's interpretation, whatever comes up, and then you kind of deal with it a little kind of mild way, don't get too focused on it, and let it drift away, and then just focus back on your heart, basically, because you're there to do for a particular reason, and you might get sidetracked. And then when we come to the end of the meditation session, I just say that we're done. That'd be that. Any other distractions or noises, just ignore it, because maybe I just check the time quickly, because you can spend longer periods of time in meditation than you realise, or less actually. Like 10 minutes might feel like half an hour, and things like that. So just find yourself somewhere comfortable, relax. Let your eyes become heavier, and then just sense through your body actually. Just sense from your feet, feel the connection to the ground. As you kind of be aware of your breathing, relaxed as well, and then just move that sensation up to your knees, just so you can sense where they are, the feeling, temperature, tension, the fact that you want to relax them. You kind of, if you want to do add a mindfulness element, you can visualise what they are. You can visualise inside the flesh as well, the bones, kneecap. This is quite a quick method because I'm quite a visual person, so it's quite easy. If you're not, it's just a case of practicing, that's all. It's not a big issue. And then just relax on the mind, to the hips, relaxing. And if you find it hard to relax parts of your body, just tense them, and then relax them. And tense them, and just relax them. That's fine. And just move out your back and spine. Your stomach as well. You can pull it in to tighten it and then relax it. So I did there is I just breathed in, tensed, held for a few seconds, then breathed out. Then when I breathed out, I just totally relaxed. So just let that sensation move up to your shoulders and then down to your arms. You can feel your fingertips. Sense them. You can sense your elbow joints, your shoulders, your neck muscles, the scapula, and your top of your sort of spinal cord, your muscles around your scalp as well. Just relax them. Your ears, your lips, around your eyes, it's all relaxed. Your eyes should be closed at this point. It should be just in your mind, focus. You might have a sensation in your mind if you're opening up third eye. You can just visualise it there in your forehead, and then just move your focus on to down back to your heart. And then all you want to do is suggest to your mind that there's a kind of power source there, light, divine source. Even if you're not spiritual, you just you're sensitive with your nervous system, so you're just trying to develop the connection. So just focus on that. Okay, that is all. We can come back out with meditation. Just open your eyes slowly, as if you're waking up from a dream, maybe, and just start sensing your body and the environment around you. So everything looks like it's back to normal. So yeah, a bit of this. This drink claims to have 0 sugar in it. I'm trying to aim for it. I love a bit of caffeine. Just an addict. So the other thing about the book of Enoch is it talks about the underworld. It talks about jinn. It talks about other things around it. So it's an eye-opener to what exists in other cultures as well. So it's also compatible with other religions because it deals with some of the themes. I'm going to do some work on a religious book at some point. I'd started it, and then I realised that I could create a pre-Genesis, because Genesis talks about the creation of the earth, basically, the universe, and how that all fits into place. But there's things before that, what happens, beings of light and also dark. So there's, some sort of the kind of the Trinity of the universe. And so you've got an element of chaos, you've got order, and then you've got unity, which seems to bring the two together. And we kind of live in unity, so we live in the universe, so that's right. One sounding verse brings us together. But off the spectrum, they've got their own sort of realms. And also you can understand how chaos could exist, because if there's no boundaries to your existence, you can do anything, it's just not limited. And then the reverse of order is always correcting things and stuff, so it's not always... good and evil are kind of the trinity of the human behaviour as well, so there's kind of a lot of psychology as well I can look at, as well as mythology and stuff like that. Because often from a position of a human we put on these labels and stereotypes and things, but it's how we perceive the world and how we make it, so it's a bit more complicated. But at least that'll cover other aspects where people say, well, what came before God? Is God a part of something else? Does he come from a kind of order? We talk about the order of the heavens, I guess, and also things like chaos and how people might perceive that as evil. It's not really. It's nature's chaos. It constantly looks for ways around order to progress itself. Otherwise, if you just had order alone, nothing would change. So it brings about two opposing forces bring around more diverse dynamics, I guess. And this is probably where this dimension where we exist in is kind of flourishes. But we got elements of ourselves in more in the subtle universe, we could say, the shadowverse. And then we've got elements of light in us as well. So, but they're not always active. Different regions of ourselves at a spiritual level. Some people have kind of divorced themselves from their own soul. And there's also divinity, so there's a connection to sort of a higher purpose. Not necessarily people are deemed as maybe good, but they have a function that's productive in some way in the universe. And more the counterproductive ones are kind of misleading themselves. Maybe they just want to create everything just for themselves, but they realise in reflection then they find themselves in the universe as well. So there's a synergy, I guess, a synchronicity. So it's just that kind of connection that brings us into an alignment, and when we're out of alignment, then we kind of, there's the ultimate goal of the humans to bring forth any kind of creation will probably be something on the synthetic. We consider synthetic in that it will be a being of technology. So we'll create something else, and it eventually forge some other type of reality or dimension, which we're kind of tinkering in anyway. So if you think of these angels on different graphs, kind of the internet, virtual reality, and technology, maybe shifting the consciousness between technology as well would be something. So the only danger is how far do we take that? But that ultimately, that's what we might become, a being that's really successful with this type of development, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, this is Pixie leaving this video, and I will speak to you soon. Have a great day.